guys, this is Sickled here, and this is my Forex FundedNext journal. So right here this week, these are the trade I took last week, which is on the 7th to the 14th. So I took about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I took 6 trades and I won 2. And so this trade, now let me talk about it, then I'll go show in charts. Then this trade was the trade I took on, okay, it should be the last trade I took. So this is the trade I took. Okay, this trade, I found out that I was wrong, and I had to close the trade. I found out I was wrong, then I had to close the trade. Then this trade, okay, I think this trade, I had position. Then this trade that I lost, I opened it the same day, right? The dates, let's see the dates. It's the same day. So this was a trade I had a position on GU. End up stopping me out. I think this was the first trade I opened that same day. But this end, when this one got stopped out, it still moved a bit. It got stopped out, but this first one was not stopped out. So later, Euro USD now did something that made me to now close this trade at -$7. Then we have this buy trade here, which was a mistake. This buy trade here, I think I took a buy because I saw a London low sweep, but later on I found out that it's reacting from a 1 hour order block, so I closed it. Then we have this sell on EU, which occurred on I have this sell on EU. London high sweep, and this GU trade same day, London high sweep also. So then this sell on GU, okay, was, I think this one took place on Monday. Yeah. So what was wrong with this trade was I was impulsive. I did not wait for my 15 minutes changing state of delivery, so I got stopped out. So let me go to the chart and show the entries. So if I sum up all my trades, I think I now have 10 trades, and I won only 3, which is making it just 30% win rate. Not good, but my RR is keeping me ahead. So let me go to the chart and give myself and show the trades I took. The new things I'm to do this week in order to increase my RR, because my losses are mainly out of emotional losses and impulsiveness. Right here we are on Euro USD, and this was the trade I took. This was where I took a sell. So my mistake here in the impulsiveness that I did here was this. Let me talk about this. I was supposed to wait for this London high this London high. I trade Q zone. I've been hearing me saying London high sessions, and so I have a video on Q zone. You can go check it out for more understanding on London high and London low. So this London high, the Q zone, it was swept. It went high. Then to confirm a sell, I should have waited for 15 minutes change in state of delivery, which did not happen. I should have waited for body close above this candle upward, but I didn't. I used 5 minutes, which was impulsive, and if you checked out, I should have lost 25, but I lost 19, and it just swept the low. 5 minutes change in state of delivery happened around there. So I opened the trade, but it just swept this. And if you check 1 hour, this rejection was from a 1 hour order block. So it went higher. And that was how I lost the trade, which is mistake number 1 of the week was impulsiveness, not waiting for a full confirmation. Then number 2 trade. The second trade was now on GU. I took lots of loss on GU. Right here, I had a break of structure here. I had another block. Then this London low, I was expecting London low to get taken, tap this other block and go for London high. And this fair value gap, this stuff I marked here is a fair value gap on the daily. I didn't mark that out, like I didn't take that into consideration. So that was mistake number 2, was not marking out your PDRs, and so I got London high, sweep, and I went down, but I already lost twice on GU that same day, because I wanted to take a buy here, but I was waiting for London low to get sweep, but London did not get sweep. GU London low got taken, and I took a buy. That was the 2 trades that I took a buy and added position, but GU ended up not taking London high, so we still get to GU. So right here now, I should have opened a trade here, because this was a confirmation. This London high taken plus change state of delivery right here. It did not come back to mitigate this other block here. This market did not come back to mitigate this other block right here. So I was supposed to, because anytime change state of delivery happen, if it is not retested, market always come back to it. Market always remember it. So mistake number 3 was still not marking out your PDR, or not marking out what you see in the market. So if I had marked it out, I would have opened an entry here. I would have an entry opened there, a limit order there. But I did not mark it out because that same day I have already lost twice to GU. So my mind was just not ready to take a trade, and I did not analyze before I sleep. I did not analyze the market before I sleep to find out this. Sorry about this. Then the next trade I took was this. This was on Wednesday. And what was the trade? The trade is still this London high, the high that happened during London, and it got swept, got a change in state of delivery. I opened and we got a retest. So that was how I got my sell down. This sell trade. Even though there was a lot of opportunities here that I missed out. This change in state of delivery, I could have taken it, but This is not very clear. My very clear A plus setup is this London high, London sweep. Then GU. On GU on Monday. This was on Tuesday. On Monday I had no trade on it. On Tuesday. So pay attention here. There's something to learn right here. On Tuesday, this was London low. I knew here we like London low as an inducement for another block. It's a nice PDR, but I was like on Monday, I was impulsive. I did not wait for full confirmation, which was what I did wrong. So I said I'm going to do it right this time around. I'm going to wait for a confirmed change in state of delivery, which happened right here from bearish to bullish. And I opened my buy order here. And it went down. So I used another thing I did here was I used 5 minutes. I added position. And to show you guys how I opened entry. So I was like, since EU is not ready to sweep London low, let me just take my full $50 loss on $50 risk on because I can only risk $50 per day. Let me just risk $50 risk on that on GU. So I opened, when I see this CSD, or I have the full entry here, I opened another entry right here, 5 minutes, which was something like this. One position, I opened here. I opened here and I had my, sure about that. I had my stop below that 5 minutes opposite candle order block right there. 5 minutes, then I was still targeting this. You see, this would have given me a higher RR, but we got the first tap. If you look close, we got the first tap right here. Then later came back, swept me out, and this was $25 SL. If you notice something, I've been noticing this thing on EU, on trades, not just EU market. Anytime you get a sweep, a retest always come back to, it tapped this London low that was swept. That was what this thing reacted on before buying. So the first trade buy, this SL was here. The second one I added, the SL was here. So I got stopped at 25. Then later I closed that that smaller loss we saw there, $7 loss, was when I now closed because I noticed EU have taken London high. So this London high, London low happens very well on EU. Like, it's hardly for EU to sweep London high and London low and give confirmation and still fail. It does not mean that it does not fail, it fails, but hardly. But EU, I think we have seen it. The last week it failed very well. And this stopped me out. I closed the trade at 7, the second trade at 7, this thing, minus $7. So that was one of the reasons I didn't open trade on EU, because my brain was like, you have lost 2 for the day, even though it wasn't up to $50 yet, which is max loss on daily. So then another loss I took was this. I took a buy right here. And what did I do? What did I do wrong? This is another block right here, right? This is another block right here. It's another block. It's another block right here. And I got London low. And I got the sweep. I got this change in state of delivery. I opened the buy. But later on checking my charts, that was when I realized that all this reaction is from a higher time frame PDRE, which is the fair value gap, just the way we saw on EU. So the same mistake I made was not marking your higher time frame, not marking out your PDRs. So when I saw this, even though this is another block, it's a valid other block, and this is a good inducement. But what is architecturing this movement, this sell down, is a greater force, like a higher time frame force from the daily. You go check it out, you see it. So when I realized that, I had to cut my losses. So then right here, the same trade I took on GU. You see that GU took London low, gave confirmation, but it still failed. EU hardly take London low, give confirmation and fail, but GU fails. So I should focus more on GU. So what I did wrong was, I think I was trying to catch all the swings. So moving into next week, this is what I will do. And last week I said I'm going to avoid junks, which I did. I did not taste anything junk, biscuit, sugar at all. Soda, none of them. I did not taste any of them. So that was one of the things I did right. So moving forward, the things I want to be doing right, I want to do right next week is mark out your higher time frame order block and your higher time frame fair value gap. So only trade in the direction of the higher time frame candlestick, on the higher time frame candlestick. So trade only towards the higher time frame candlestick pattern. That means it will be hard for me to get trade during Asian session, because Asian session always move opposite to what the daily time frame is doing. So what does this mean now? I'll stop trying to play Merlin. Trying to catch all these each swings. So I'll just mark out higher time frame when I'm going to be taking trade oppositely of what the higher time frame is doing, is when there is reaction from higher time frame PDRA, which is, when I mean higher time frame, I mean 4 hours daily. When there is reaction from 4 hours order block or fair value gap, or daily order block or daily fair value gap. So, and all my trades will be towards the direction of the higher time frame candlestick, of the daily candlestick pattern. So this week, another thing I'm going to be adding is I'm going to try to be reading daily, 1 hour daily. No junk this week also. But to just what is it called? Entertain myself, I'm going to take yogurt this weekend, but no junk this week, and read 1 hour daily. Also, no impulsiveness, read 1 hour daily, no junk. Mark out your higher time frame PDRA. Trade only in the direction of the daily candlestick pattern. So those are 5 things I'm going to do this week. Okay, see you next time. And before I forget, go watch my weekly projection videos. Those are places what I think the market will do and how I'll be trading the market, the direction I'll be trading the market, from weekly bias, daily to hourly. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop your comments. If you got any suggestion or question, drop it on the comment section. Turn on notification. Sickled signing out.